Have you ever wondered what goes through your ex's head after you break up? What if he misses you and is longing to have you back? Well, most times he doesn't know how to tell you, or he's just too timid to come out plain. Indeed, breakups are mostly messy, leaving you with mixed feelings of anger and betrayal. The best solution is to move on as quickly as possible. That is so that your grief doesn't get the better of you. But then, what if you still love him and he wants you back? Stick around until the end to discover how to tell if your ex is still in love with you. Now let's begin. Number 10. He is all over your social media. Of course, some breakups are less messier than others, and you may still follow each other on different social media platforms. However, if you notice him stalking you on your social media accounts, it's surely a sign that he still has some feelings for you. This behavior is called online stalking, and according to psychology, stalking might be a sign of attraction that shows he's still interested in you. You may often notice him popping up on your notifications, liking and commenting on your posts, and following your stories. Although this might seem creepy since you're no longer together, it also shows he's still in love with you and wants you back. Number 9. He gets jealous. It's not uncommon for your ex to want to remain friends with you. In fact, it's becoming the norm these days. However, if he chooses to stay friends, he shouldn't be offended when you move on and date someone else. But then, this is hardly the case when he still has feelings for you. If you notice him getting jealous when you try to connect to other people, he certainly isn't over you yet and probably wants you back. After all, jealousy is also a sign of attraction, no matter how toxic it seems. So have you ever had an ex that still got jealous because he wanted you back? Please drop a comment and tell us how it played out and how you handled the situation. Number 8. He keeps you updated on his personal life. If someone is attracted to you, they will take every opportunity to talk to you. And the same can be said for an ex who wants you back. One common excuse they often use is trying to update you on their personal life, even if you haven't shown the slightest interest nor asked them about it. He may text you about his new place, call to tell you about a promotion, or even tell you the most random things. If you notice this sign, the chances are that he's still in love with you and wants you back in his life. Number 7. He still spends time with your friends. If your ex still feels attracted to you and wants you back, one of the ways to know is by how he relates with your friends. According to psychology, if someone is attracted to you, they always want to know about your well-being. Well, there's no better way he could go about this than by inquiring from your mutual friends. You may not find out at first, and you may think he's just being friendly. But if you notice him spending much time with your friends or even your family members, it could just be a desperate attempt for reconciliation. Number 6. He pretends to need your help. Like I said earlier, someone who is interested in you will always find excuses to see or talk to you, even if it means pretending to need your help. This is one of the oldest tricks in the book, and it's often used for two purposes. Firstly, it gives him a chance to talk to you, and secondly, it shows him whether or not you still care about him. Of course, it may not be an attempt at reconciliation if he reaches out for your help just once after the breakup. However, once he starts coming up with excuses and frequently asks for your help, there may not be any other possible explanation than the fact that he wants you back. Number 5. He shows interest in your love life. Another obvious sign that he wants you back is if he keeps showing interest in your love life. It may seem harmless for him to ask you about your love life and how you're doing in your new relationship. But most times, his concerns are not void of ulterior intents, and they show that he's not gotten over you yet. After all, you will agree that when exes meet, they often only talk about big life experiences and their time together on fewer occasions. So if he starts asking personal questions about your new love life, he's undoubtedly trying to know if you've moved on, or if he still has a chance to come back into your life. Number 4. He keeps some of your stuffs, or leaves some of his at your place. There's hardly ever a smooth breakup, but even the smoothest of breakups require that you return his things, and he does the same for yours. But then sometimes you find yourself trying to hold on to some things, especially when you still have feelings for him. Well, this can also be the case for him if he still feels something for you. If you notice that he has refused to return some of your stuff, then he may just be clinging to the hope that he might still get a chance with you. By the way, there are many other ways to learn how to understand signs of affection, but I recommend you reach out to onlinetherapy.com. The experts here are qualified and can teach you everything you need to know about love languages. Click on the link in the description now for more information about them. Number 3. He drunk dials you. Alcohol is often said to only bring out the honest emotions in us. So if he keeps calling or texting you whenever he's drunk, then he's very much still attracted to you. Other times, he may not even be tipsy, but use the guise of being drunk to tell you just how he feels. When this is the case, then he's obviously trying to get you back. Number 2. He makes efforts to stay in touch. You may have learned from past experiences that couples only tend to drift further apart after a breakup. But if you notice him trying to stay in touch and putting in significant effort to continue talking with you, then there are higher chances he still wants you back. Of course, it is possible to stay friends after the relationship ends, but it often requires mutual efforts and understanding. So if he keeps making all the effort, even without much response from your end, he is still in love with you. Number 1. He still compliments you. Sometimes it takes a breakup for us to really appreciate the best qualities of our partners. This is why your ex is more likely to develop a softer spot for you when he falls back in love with you. They might even start to give you more attention and compliments than they used to do. So if you notice your ex acting more fondly towards you and complimenting you more frequently, it may be that he's falling back in love with you. He might not be plain in his attempts to get you back, but he'll notice the slightest things you do and compliment you on them. Watch out for more videos on our channel, and you'll learn more interesting things about life and relationships.